Okay, fellas, big game today. There's a chance for us to take a huge scalp and beat AC Milan. Sorry, fellas. Hello? AC Milan, what's up? Where are you, actually? I thought you'd be here by now. Yeah, the Run Stadium, that's right. Yeah, with the Philip burger out front. Yeah, try the Sit Hole burger, it's great. Oh, you will not regret that. Construction zone? Oh, yeah, that's right. No, we're not actually playing there. We're playing across town. So good luck with the traffic. Kickoff's in an hour.
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više. Jarune.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to your run on the Impossible Dream. Two huge games in the Champions League today, two home games against AC Milan and then Ajax. We could probably win one of those. The other ones, let's hope they get stuck in traffic because it's going to be very, very tough. Now, there's not too much to catch you up on off the field. We've had one game, though, to catch you up on the field. That was against Istra, so let's go and do that. Lacko found Haskar to give us a first half lead. And that was that. So a good win in truth. We did dominate the game. We hit the post and the crossbar about 3 times, I think. So it wasn't as bad as a 1-0 perhaps makes it look. But what I really liked about this is look at the defense. It's all academy players. It's not players that we have typically been able to step up for us, but they kept a clean sheet. They did a really good job. They didn't have a shot on target. And, Haskar and Perso in midfield did a decent job. It was a really good performance. And it's just showing that maybe these kids now coming through are going to be able to step up and get the job done for us in the league against these sorts of teams like Istra. And if we look at the league table, against these sort of, mid-lower half of the table teams, that we have to beat them, obviously, because if we want to win the title, that's what you have to do. But it looks as though this season they've been able to make that step up for us, which is huge. Now, the title race is a tense one, 3 points between the top 3 teams. We're level with Aussie on points, so it's going to be a good season, I think, domestically. And if we go and have a quick look at some of the league leaders, no one's really up there other than Pinta for clean sheets, but which is surprising, actually. We haven't really played that well, I suppose, have we? Not scoring many goals, so it's difficult to have players in the top of the stats categories when you're not really scoring goals. So that's that. Let's go and face AC Milan. Now, they are currently 10th in the Champions League. Right now, we are 9th after our bit of heroics against Villarreal. We're expecting, as we can see, there are 4-3-3 out of them, but everybody's inside and inverted, so we'll be trying to catch them on the outside as much as possible. Just make double sure I'm doing that. Yes, I am. And this is the team that we're sending out. Pinto in goal, Sanchez, Crespi, and Jaka Busic as the back 3. Alvarez will sit in front of them with Von Groningen and Gonzalez going down, giving us the width. Montel and Vazgard are in midfield with Mazzoleni and Sina, who, of course, we signed from AC Milan for about 5 million. Absolutely mugged them off with that fee we did. So let's hope he goes and shows them that he is worth, he's probably worth more than the 25 to 28 million that the game says he's valued at now. He's very, very good, and I hope he comes back to haunt them. So let's have a look at the team sheets here, and there's a couple of guys that are sort of wonder kids early on in the game, aren't there? So they won the Champions League not that many years ago, so they are a good side. Arteta is their manager, and we're doing well, should keep going. Pressure's all on them. They're causing upset. I could maybe get on board with that, I think, and see how we go. This is one, I think, if we get a point here, even though it is at home, it would be a good point. So, yeah, let's see if we can do that. I do think the win against Villarreal away from home as well, it's taken a little bit of a pressure off of one of the home games. We can afford to, to not win, although ideally we'd like to do that, or at least get a point. But, yeah, so we'll see what we get here. As I say, they won the champion. They didn't win it last year. I think it would have been the year before that they won it. Wow, there was, apparently we just play in a terrace stadium, and it's just AC Milan fans that came in. It's an away game in Zagreb. Why are we playing in this stadium if we can't... Oh, it's the Champions League bar. It's back. Excellent. Well, this is an own goal we've scored, isn't it? Why are we playing in a stadium where no one can go... Anyway, all right, here we go. Von Groningen for Mazzoleni. Jaka Busic for Alvarez to Crespi. Let's see if we can keep possession here. Draw them forward, and then we get one over the top of them. Von Groningen in there for Alvarez. Jaka Busic. Oh, this is making me nervous. There's a good pass to find Vazgard, though. Vazgard, look at Gonzalez in space. Can Gonzalez whip across in? Gonzalez, he gets clear. It's towards Mazzoleni. It's away. It's there for Montel! It's a wonder volley! And Sergio Montel gives us a 2nd minute lead. Or actually, it's a 3rd minute lead. And it was so nicely worked, wasn't it? We were pinging it around, we found the space, it was away, but look at this from Montel, that... I mean, it's a little, not quite as far out, but that is like the Zidane goal in the Champions League final in at Hampden, isn't it? It's a stunning volley. And we're 1-0 up. Oh, magnificent stuff. All right. Now, can we defend? And we know the answer to that question is no. So we'll need another one. But we're doing a really, really good job so far. 60% possession. Not doing anything with it, but we know we don't do anything with possession. Come on. Come on. You know what? I'm okay with no highlights. We're in front. It's just not great, and I've got to think of things to say. I'll just do a quick reminder, if you don't already watch it. The new Formula 1 Manager is out today. So at some point today, I will hopefully have a video out for that. Apparently it doesn't actually release till like lunchtime or something, which is annoying. I was up really early this morning getting organised to, do a day of Formula 1 Manager recording, and it didn't come out. So I'm recording Football Manager quite early in the morning, so I'm still waking up, if I'm honest. We'll see. Yeah. I've got used to afternoon recordings, not morning recordings, like I used to do back in the day. Here we go. That's well done by Mazzoleni. Von Groningen now. Von Groningen. Oh, he's not very good at keeping possession in Europe, is he? And here come Milan the other way again. Can Cena get a foot in there? Oh, well done. Still, though, they have it. It's, 1-1. It's 1-1. It's Sesko, whatever that guy's name is. We saw him at the Euros in real life, didn't we? And, yeah, I wonder if Sanchez shouldn't have done that. Oh, Morty's here. And Jakub Busic just beaten in the air, really, wasn't he? What do you think, Mortimus? All right, let's encourage us. Hey, you going to come and say hello? This is Morty. Morty had to have all his teeth removed. Apparently, cats' bodies can reject their teeth, which I thought was ridiculous. When that was sort of suggested, that's what could be wrong with him. But he had terrible, terrible breath. And we've taken him to the vets a couple of times because we were worried. Obviously, there was something wrong with his teeth. And yeah, apparently cats' bodies can reject their teeth, so he had to have them all removed, the poor thing. So he's just about used to it now, I think. Von Groningen with a good cross, and it's Cena! And against his former team, puts us back in front. What do you think of that, Morty? Hey? Yeah! Woo! The one good thing about Morty, I think I've said it before, he's the most annoying cat in the world. He is just always where you don't want him. Like right up in your face, like 4 o'clock in the morning, he'll be right up in your face. But he'll let you, he's also like a stuffed toy. You can pretty much do whatever you want and he'll just take it. As long as you're giving him attention, he's okay with it. So anyway, that's good. That's really good. I'm glad we're 2-1 up. Can we get the... Oh, no, come on, don't do this. Come on, Pinter. On your toes here, mate. Oh, he was, and he made a very good save as well. Do you want to go out? Is that the problem? I think the problem with Morty sometimes, he doesn't like it because the studio light's on, obviously, and then I'm yelling and screaming like a maniac. And, oh, that's okay. Can we get him on the break now? I think it disturbs his sleep, and he just wants to go and find another room. So we'll probably do that. It's half time now, mate, so we'll let you out. And we have a 2-1 lead. So let's say more of the same. Yep, they like that. I like that. So I'll let Morty out and we'll be back for the second half. Oh, right. So Morty has left the building and they've made some subs. Let's keep praising us. It's been a pretty even game, hasn't it? So I mean that in itself is good, because it shows that we are making progress. I'm wondering Vazgard if he's better as box to box. I've been wondering that for a little while, actually. I think I did play around with it a little bit last season. The double Mazzella for them as well. Let's keep praising. Vazgard not having a great day. We know Zinko can do well for us in Europe. He's done it before. So let's do that, and we put him back to a Mazzella. When the sub is made. Has it been made yet? Not yet. Ball in. It's away, and away. Von Groningen, I haven't up there. Von Groningen, here we go. He's got a chance. It's Montel. Oh, it's a good save. It's a very good save. So Zinko comes on. We'll put him back to a Mazzella now. And the clock is ticking away here. Zinko looks nervous, which isn't ideal. Gonzalez isn't having a great game. We know he typically doesn't in Europe, though. And I mean, we're getting to the point where we start and close this down, looking for the win. We've done and I don't want to jinx it, but we've done a very good job on them here. Other than their goal, I don't remember them having too much else in terms of opportunities. So, we'll keep the fullbacks on support, so we've still got an outlet, but we don't need them playing as wingbacks, that's for sure. Very defensive. We'll get rid of all this other stuff here. And I genuinely feel like we deserve this win. I don't remember them having too much of a chance outside of the goal they scored. Time is ticking away. Have we done it? Have we done it? Yes, we have. We've beaten AC Milan, and it's essentially, as I said, an away game. There's no Jarun fans in the stadium. And we deserve that. That is huge. Well done, everybody. And suddenly, we're looking... Well, we're in the top 8. I don't know if we're going to get there, to be honest. I think we've still got a very, very tough run-in of games, but we're absolutely flying. Look at RB Leipzig. The only team that's beaten us, as it turns out, only have 4 points themselves. So young Jarun's shine against AC Milan. It's money in the bank. It's all those other things. A couple of the youngsters have signed long-term extensions with us, which is good. Guys, wait right there. We've got a couple of league games to play through. Then we'll be back to host Ajax. And if we win that, then we're through to the knockout rounds. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to host Ajax, but we're doing it without Cena, who has fallen down and hurt his hip. I mean, how old are you, Stephen? It's unbelievable. He's 21 years old. He's already done his hip in a fall. So, not ideal, obviously. He's going to be missing for the rest of the Champions League, probably till we're knocked out, to be fair, because 3 months, February, maybe he'll be back for us to get knocked out in the first knockout round, but... Big blow. Obviously, that's a big blow. Now, there are 2 games to catch you up on in the league, so we'll go and do that now. First one was Slaven Belupo. We went ahead when Von Groningen crossed for Lacko. And Vasgard played in Cena to make it 2-0. Before Lacko added a third before half-time. Lacko then turned provider for Von Groningen to make it 4-0. And Gonzalez crossed for Gavia for our 5th. Before Slaven saved his clean sheet bonuses, and then added a second, and a third, and then a 4th. Thankfully, not a 5th. What a strange game this was. We were absolutely dominant, and then I took Vansgaard and Montel off, brought on Haska and Perso, 2 of our youngsters, and the game just absolutely turned on its head. I didn't think midfield, like, it was such a difference. It was such a difference. So Vasgard and Montel were clearly doing a brilliant job. And, yeah, we, in the end, hung on desperately to the win, when we should have been absolutely flying and nothing to worry about. But anyway, that was that. Other game to catch you up on was against Rijeka. We went ahead in first half stoppage time when Mazzoleni finished the counter-attack. So, one of the goals of the season absolutely saved our bacon in this one. We FM'd them like you would not believe. We were completely outplayed. I think we were still shell-shocked from the Slaven game, but we did hang on to a very undeserved 1-0 win. Look at that XG. I mean, I bang on about XG when it goes against us. That is unbelievable how we've won that game. Anyway, we'll take it. We will very much take it and run. And the league table has us level with Aussie, and that's who we're going to be facing with the Jags in the Cup next. Away from home, we've been drawn to them, which isn't ideal. Dynamo just losing touch a little bit. So, yeah, it looks like it might well be a Jarun Aussie title race this season. So we'll see how that plays out. But right now, Champions League and, of course, Ajax. And we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 out of them. And this is the team that we're sending out. I am not 100% sure that the best way to go about this. You'll see we've got a few unhappy players at game time. Mazzoleni and Montel and Pinta and Gavia and pretty much everybody else, because we've got too many players that are good and I've told them all their first choice. So, yes, it's on me, but also, you know, we kind of, Mazzoleni is tired. This is maybe the bigger problem with that injury is, okay, let's try Gavia. I've been tempted to do this for a little while. Gavia as a deep-lying forward. He's got excellent jumping reach. There's no reason why he can't do it. So let's try that. Even though Mazzoleni has been promised first. Well, I've promised it to Gavia as well, haven't I? Alright, well, I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. Alright, so it is Kinter in goal. It's Sanchez, Crespi, Jakobusic with Von Groningen and Gonzalez providing the width. Alvarez in behind Vazgard and Montel in midfield with Gavia and Lacko being the two up front. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. Now, Philip, who apparently is very heavily involved in the media these days, he told us this guy was good. Brian Brobbery, I see, is still around. Xerxes as well is still... So there's a few older guys. I mean, they are going to be older at this point, aren't they, in their team. Now, we've lost to Ajax, I think, before, haven't we? I always get teams mixed up with who we've played when. Show everybody we can put on a show out there. I'm wondering, it's important. Home is important. Yeah, let's go with the home form's important. I was very tempted to go with our usual, like our league formation against Ajax. Because we saw, and again, we've got no home stadium, because we saw against Villarreal when we went to that we obviously had a magnificent second half comeback. So we might well do that. The sort of the twofold problem is, A, we don't really have, with the Cena injury and having played Rijeka just a couple of days ago, that was where Mazzoleni and Madzar played, and I was not expecting them to have to play this one, or else obviously I would have done something a little bit differently in that game. So, yeah, we're just a little thin up front. We'll get past it, because now I know that there's the old Champions League bar. Now I know that that's, next 3 months, that's how we're doing. We'll have to either change the way we're playing to a single striker, which maybe will be a blessing in disguise, or we'll need Kranjec to step up and really start playing in the league and getting goals for us. So we'll sort of see how that develops over the next few weeks in game. But for now, having beaten AC Milan, I'd be extra disappointed to not win this one. But I think it could be a very different sort of game for us. Here we go with Montel to the Gavia. Back out wide for Von Groningen to Lacko. Oh, it's a good goal, isn't it? We picked them apart through the middle. And Lacko has another goal. 1-0 in the 12th minute. And Gavia not looking too bad up front there, is he? He made a good run. I think Gavia could really work in that position. And maybe that is the answer to Cena being injured for the next few months. Maybe Gavia moves forward and plays as a striker. That might well be the best option that we have. Because playing as a number 10, we could move Vazgard forward. We still have Suraj. We have Ormarkic II, who's developing quite nicely as well. Vazgard has injured himself, so that's no good to us. So Zinko is the obvious choice to come in for him. You'll notice the bench in midfield, it is maybe a little thin. Haska's injured as well, which doesn't help. But it's a lot of kids with sort of high potential. So it's... Yeah, I mean, it's not the strongest, but it's not the worst either, even though they're names that maybe we haven't seen too much. The potential's there that they could be first-team players for us. Now, was I trapping them on the outside? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Everybody's inverted and inside and all those things that good coaches like to try and do. And it is going to be... Is it 1-0 at the break? Yes, it is. So, I think we've just got to... where's our don't get complacent? We've got some anxious players. We should hopefully fix that. We can. Gavia playing a 6-8 for his first game as a striker. I'm not disappointed with that at all. Oh no, they've brought Depay on as a winger. So we might just need to keep half an eye on that as Lacko takes a corner. Can he find someone at the back post? He can, and it's a goal kick. It looked good, didn't it? I thought it looked like it had taken a deflection on the way through, sort of been blocked wide, but maybe it did. It was just one of our own players. We've got defending to do. Gonzalez wins it back nicely. Lacko has it. Can we launch a counter-attack here? Good ball for Gonzalez. Gavia looks a little bit lost. Montel, wide for Von Groningen. Here we go. Von Groningen, we know he can cross. It's a good one. It's into the air. It's a good save. Was it Gavia with the header? He is very, very good in the air. I mean, he could maybe almost play you could almost play him as a target man or a complete forward. I mean, you could play him as a complete forward. He's just, the finishing is sort of the weakest part of his game, which in a way it's not what you want in a striker, but I think everything else about him is good enough to say that he could, be a useful player up front in just sort of linking the play up. Alvarez, no, can't quite win it back for us there. 1-0 is not a great scoreline for the Nerves, is it? Particularly when we've got a highlight with Ajax in possession. Can we go and win that back? Alvarez and Zinco are holding hands in midfield, which again isn't ideal. And we've been picked apart, and it's a weak finish. Pinter's equal to it. And that is that. I wonder if we take off pass into space. That might help. The other thing we want to do is look for the overlap. Okay. We've got some nervous players. This is where I start to get nervous when the body language goes like this. It tends to be it's not going to end well. So I'm not going to wait for it to go wrong. We're going to just take those players off. So Kovacic can come on. Sanchez is looking nervous and not playing well. So Skolabar can come on for him. Didn't really see who else was not looking particularly well as Sanchez gives the ball away. We just need to get those players off the field right now. Montel's looking nervous. All right, mate, off you go. He is... What position is he playing? Probably Perso for him. Although I've just brought on one nervous player for another, which isn't maybe great. Can I undo that? It was just that one change that I'd made there, wasn't it? Yeah, so we'll bring on Zalak. No, we'll bring on Novak. As the ball comes in, it's headed away by Jakub Busic. Gavia is there. Crespi has gone through the back of him. And let's cancel that. And I think... Well, we need Pinter to make another magical save like he did against Villarreal, but he's not the greatest penalty saver in truth. Oh! I take it back. I take it back. He's a wonderful penalty saver. Maybe that's part of his game that's going to improve. Oh, that was close. And Pinter has saved that. That's another stunning save. Pinter is keeping us in front here. Almost single-handedly. Arguably, he is doing it single-handedly because we're giving... making him do work he doesn't need to do. That looked a dangerous ball, but it's offside, is it? Can I give it a focus, please? I just want to give him a focus. There we go. Okay. Jakub Busic is looking nervous. I think I'd be more nervous to bring on Tuninsky, if I'm honest. Here we go, Montel. Can we get a second very nervy win in a row here after just sneaking past Rijeka? Oh, we can. It's Gavia. I said he was good in the air, didn't I? And that is 2-0. That is 12 points as well. And I've got to say, I didn't see us getting 12 points out of these fixtures. I really, really didn't. AC Milan victory was a bonus. There's no doubt about that. This is one that I thought we could and should win. And it looks like we're going to. But it was nervy, wasn't it? It was very, very nervy. But we've got there in the end. And we are into the next round of the Champions League again. Excellent work from the team. So we are third in the standings right now. We've all got nosebleeds, but that is huge. And obviously, there's still half a round of fixtures to go, so we will drop down, maybe even out of the top 8. But we've got Girona to come, who unfortunately are doing quite well. We've got Bayer Leverkusen, who are unfortunately doing quite well. And I'm not sure if I remember who our other game is against. Is anything there going to jog my memory? No, I'm not sure who the other one is, so we'll have to go and have a look. So quality finishing the difference. The Vasgard one is not too bad. That is Gavia's report. More money in the bank. And, well, Pinter, man of the match. Hands down, man of the match. What a performance it was from him. Finances are looking good. 122 million in the bank. 64 million profit. And 81 million to spend if we want to in January. Which we might need. I don't know. I honestly feel like our team is really good right now. And young as well. I'm not sure where we necessarily need to improve. So who have we got? Oh, Juventus is the last one. So they were right up the top as well, I think, weren't they? Yeah, they're above us. So very, very tough fixtures. 3 of the top 8, more or less. 3 of the top 9 we've got to play in our last 3 games. So good thing that we've got through. But that's it for today. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be back with We could potentially end Dynamo's title hopes if we can get a win at home against them. And then the Jags will go out against Aussie, and that is a big one. And then we'll come back for Girona and Hajduk split to round out the week and the pre-winter break part of the season. So until then, guys, Open Aussie Bell. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.